Hello everyone, my name is Selena and I will be presenting on inclusive early childhood education right benefits and practice. I would like to talk about the inclusive matter, its benefit and practical strategy that can be applied in early childhood service. Inclusive means what? It means the children of all abilities learning together with adjustment to ensure the equity, participation, and belonging. According to the Allen and Corder 2022, inclusion is not just physical presence, it is a meaningful participation. The EYLF 2.0 also reminds us that children are capable learners with equal rights and agency. Even in a Canberra, 1 in a 10 children from 0 to 14 lives with a disability. AEDCD 2021 data shows that 24% of children with a disability or additional health needs are vulnerable in at least two development domains, whether it's social, emotional, or physical, compared with only 11% of their friends. This shows why inclusive practice is essential for earliest year. Inclusion is not optional, it is a right. Would you ever tell a child they don't deserve to learn or play alongside with their friends? Of course not. Even internationally, the UNCRC says every children has a right to education, and UNCRPD remind us that children with disability deserve dignity and accessibility. Here in Australia, the Disability Discrimination Act and the Disability Standard for Education make exclusion unlawful, while the ECA Code of Ethics calls us to advocate whenever we encounter. Locally, ACD government launched the Inclusive Education Strategy 2024 to 2034 with a $9.9 million investment to strengthen the inclusion in the every schools and preschool. For example, the Canberra preschool install ramp or use a body system to support the children with the disability, which improve the both mobility as well as a friendship harmony in the children. So what does this mean for us as educator? It means more than compliances, or it means asking how can I make my teaching flexible for every learner? How can I partner with families? How can I challenge exclusion when I see it? As an educator, advocacy means applying UDL learning to create a flexible classroom, co-developing learning plans with families, and challenging any practices that exclude the children. Even the research shows inclusive benefits everyone. Children with a disability make greater gains in social play and communication and achieve as well as a better academical compared to segregated peers. According to the Lemore and Drake 1993 and Peters 2004. Their friends without disability develop empathy and appreciation for diversity. Families also feel more confident and supported when their children attend inclusive setting. At a societal level, inclusive education fosters tolerance and respect in a community. Here in Canberra, almost 89% of children with disability are already enrolled in mainstream early childhood service, showing that the inclusive is both achievable and effective. Inclusive start with the environment. The preschool that are attached to the public school are usually designed with the ramp, lifts, and adaptive furniture to make sure children with a mobility challenge can access all areas, not only bathroom or classroom, or all area. Some service create calm corner or flexible indoor-outdoor space for the children who get overwhelmed by sensory input like children with ADHD or autism. For example, preschool flexible play areas have been set up so children can step away from noise whenever they need or to reduce their stress and improve the participation. Communication support are just as important. Simple things like visual timetables can help the children with memory or attention difficulties. And as an educator, need to be trained in a keyword sign found that children with a speech delay were able to join in a children group activities more confidently. Educator interaction are equally important. For children with the cognitive delays, scaffolding and breaking tasks into smaller steps support memory and attention. Children with a physical disability, adaptive tools such as modified scissor or an iPad stylus can make activities accessible, while peer buddies encourage social participation. Children with the behavior difference like ADHD benefit from predictable routine, positive guidance, and co-regulation strategy will help to comfort them and more encourage the participation. For instance, a preschool teacher use a feeling board to help a children to identify the emotion and choose calming strategy. Finally, working closely with the families ensure the consistency across the home and school and making the inclusion more invite other key part of inclusion is working closely with family partner. Parents are the expert on their child, and when we share strategy we get consistency between home and preschool. In early childhood services, digital tools like story park are often used for daily update, but it's more than just the communication, it's about co-planning. For example, preschool worked with parents of a child in a therapy. The parents were using keyword sign at home, so the teacher brought it into the classroom. This consistency speed up the child progress and build trust between family and educator. So real partnership means listening, sharing, and make sure strategy are joined up across the environment. In summary, inclusive is a child right or developmental benefits and an educator responsibility. It is supported by international convention, Australian law, and ACT government policy. Effectively, inclusion requires accessible environment, communication, support, responsive teaching, and a genuine partnership with families. In Canberra, inclusion is already a reality. But it is our duty as an educator to keep advocating so that every children can experience belonging, participation, and equity in their early year. Here are the references that had been used. Thank you for listening.